Gary has to bring you in and send you my 37 Ford.
My name is Ed Sears. I'm from Annapolis, Maryland. We're here at the Good Guys Show. This particular 41 Ford truck just won a nomination for Truck of the Year, and it also won the top 10 for the show here, Builder's Choice. It's a newly finished truck, 41 Ford. It starts off with a two-tone gold paint. So it's slightly different hue and color. The fenders are slightly darker than the body. The car appears to be a traditional look-alike truck, but the doors have been lengthened 5.5 inches. We've lengthened right here 2.5 inches. Chopped the top 1 3/4 inches in the front, 1.5 inches in the top. Tilted the windshield back a little bit. Kept the same wheelbase, but the truck had to be shortened on the bed. Both the bed and the hood is electrically operated. The engine is a flathead, what's known as a flathead. That's an iconic engine. It had its beginnings in around 1928, and it stayed the engine for Ford until about 1954. So it's an iconic engine. It's been around a long time, but this is super built up. It has aluminum heads, 3 carburetors, race cam, double the horsepower of the original engine. But this is the same engine that was in the Fords all through the 40s and into the early 50s. The interior is all leather interior, imported Italian leather. The dash, I always thought in the 30s and 40s that the 46 Ford passenger car had the most beautiful dash. So we put a 46 Ford passenger car in this 41 Ford truck. The electrical system is underneath of the seat. All the components are 24 karat gold. There's a ground for each instrument, and there's a power line for each instrument. And that is electrically operated also. The transmission is a manual 5-speed. And in front of this, as I said before, the trunk is electrically operated. Those are 2 coolers when you first come through. One is for oil and one is for radiator for cooling. The rear end is all custom. It's all either polished aluminum or chrome. The brakes are inboard, which is quite unique. It's a quick change rear end. The center section was done by Winters in York, Pennsylvania. From the brakes outboard was done by Kugel Components in California. This is a freshly finished car. It was finished about 3 weeks ago. Its first show was at Detroit Autorama, where we won the Grade 8. It was one of the 8 finalists for the Riddler Award. It was just freshly done. This is its second show, outdoor show, and it's got a very unusual roadside spare that on the original car set very much out, and we recessed it in with a lot of custom work to recess that into the fender and the car. All the dash and the window trim is bird's eye maple. So we plan on doing all the Good Guys shows east of the Mississippi. We've got a heavy show schedule this year, so we're looking forward to showing this car all over the East.